today we're heading to CABO DA ROCA from Cascais, the furthest most western point on the European mainland and a popular place to visit from Cascais.
We had thought about cycling, but we decided no, we're going to take the bus, do something different for a change.
Yeah, we took a photo of the bus timetable so we know when they leave every half an hour or so on the winter timetable, and there's one at 10:10, so if we get a hurry on, we might make it. The buses leave from the bus station underneath the Cascais shopping centre, just down here. And when you go into the bus station, the 403 bus stop is just straight ahead of you there. So this is where the 403 leaves from, and it goes all the way to Sintra. You can get it as far as Cascais. This is the timetable for summer and winter. They leave about every half an hour. At the moment they're offering 24-hour day tickets for €10, and with those you can go all the way to Sintra.
So here's our bus, the 403.
It goes all the way to Sintra via CABO DA ROCA, and it costs €3.45 to CABO DA ROCA.
Excellent. Left exactly on time at 10:10. It's so weird, the tickets say $1.15 each, but they were $3.45 each. I like the fact that there are charging points on the bus. That's nice. So now we're driving out from the bus station underneath Cascais Villa on our way to the westernmost point of mainland Europe. After an excellent journey, quite windy. What did you think?
What a great road, fantastic. We were going to cycle that, we were thinking about it. It's a 16-kilometre bike ride, but the road is really windy and narrow, and the first half to Patrikios is okay, but the second half would be quite a tough cycle, I think. So I'm glad we took the bus.
Me too.
We're here nice and relaxed now, and we can enjoy this beautiful place.
Wonderful. How's your stomach? Mine's a little bit... Okay, yeah. I'm a bit queasy. Those roads were blinking windy, weren't they?
Now we can have some fresh air by the coast. Perfect. Bus is going on to Sintra and back to Cascais. We'll leave about every 30 minutes.
So this lovely little building beside the bus stop is the Turismo CABO DA ROCA. These are the opening hours. Toilet is 50 cents.
And your souvenirs available, of course.
A bit disappointing, you're not allowed to take photos inside the tourist information office, so I can't show you any photos of like the maps or even the products they have on sale. Seems a bit weird, but hey ho. This looks interesting. It's the wine route for Bucelos, Cacavelos and Colares. So no camping. Private property here for the restaurant. Wow. I mean, the weather's absolutely beautiful. We were warned that it's going to be super windy. So Tylee's wearing his coat. But the weather's just amazing. It's still, bright blue sky, lovely and sunny. Perfect day to come here.
CABO DA ROCA here here where the land meets the sea and the sea starts. The most western point of the European continent. We are 9 degrees and 30 minutes west of the Greenwich Meridian. Quite a beautiful landscape, looking south down there towards Patrikios. And this is where the land ends and the sea begins. And if we keep heading out that way, you'll hit the American coast in a couple of 1,000 kilometers. This is the end of Europe. The lighthouse here is a working lighthouse, so you can't go in and visit, unfortunately. But that is going, keeping the ships from crashing into these rocks. Some of those typical and common seats built into the rocks, the walls that the Portuguese like to do. It's a bit run down. And then we come over to the cliffs. And it really is beautiful down there. €300 fine for hopping over the wall. I wish I knew that before I popped over to take a photo. Whoops!
CABO Da ROCA is an amazing place to come, and we'd like to say a huge thank you to Sue Susavanavong, because we used your 15 coffees that you bought me on our Buy Me a Coffee link to actually pay for the bus fare to bring us out here. Like, I know €3.45 each way per person doesn't seem like a lot to most people, but for us it is quite a big part of our daily budget. But we thought about it and discussed it and decided what better way to spend it than to come to the westernmost point of mainland Europe, and like, what an incredible day for it as well. So Sue, thank you very much. We just spotted someone hunting. Don't know if you can see that tail. Flicker was looking very intently into the vegetation.
I wore my coat today because we've come out to a wild coastline and I thought it was going to be blowing a gale. And of course, because I've worn it, there isn't a breath of wind. It's absolutely perfect. Although I would recommend bringing one just in case, because you never know around here.
Of course, because it's so windy here, loads of people lose their masks and they're just left to be litter.
As we've made it to the westernmost point of the European continent, we thought this would be the perfect place to tell a little bit about our story, how we got here, the last 4 years of travel, our grand tour of the Eurasian continent.
For those of you who don't know anything about us and like you're new to our channel, etc., we left Australia 2017 to embark on this amazing journey.
Yeah, we travelled a bit in Nepal and we went to Oman, then we went to the UK, but in January 2018, almost 4 years ago to the day, we flew over to Norway and embarked on our huge grand tour of the Eurasian continent. We started by going up the Norwegian coast on a cruise. That was fantastic, amazing, the Hurtigruten, right up into the Arctic Circle. Came back down into Norway. We did fly from there to Finland, just hopping over Sweden because we'd been there before. We started in Finland and then we went to Russia. Yep,
got a bus
for 30 days across on a visa in Russia to do the Trans-Siberian journey by train all the way across Russia to Vladivostok. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, stopping in Siberia, you know, it was the middle of winter, so it was freezing cold. We made a video about that journey. That was one of our first videos we made. And then from Vladivostok, we went to South Korea for a couple of weeks and then down to Hong Kong. Obviously, there were flights as well. We'd got to the end of the continent there, but from Hong Kong all the way back to here, virtually the entire thing we have done overland. We actually started our YouTube journey and our blog journey in Hong Kong in April 2018.
2nd of April, yeah.
Yeah, we were blogging first, but then we moved on to YouTube. It took us a while to get going, but eventually we did. So we've got a lot of videos in China. We took a few videos in China, didn't we?
Yeah, we did actually.
Yeah.
A lot of train journey ones.
Yeah, we come all the way across China by train, which was pretty amazing, and then into Central Asia. And we spent something like almost 6 months in Central Asia, didn't we?
Yeah, I think 2 months in Kyrgyzstan, 3 weeks in Kazakhstan.
Tajikistan, across the Pamir Highway, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Across the deserts of Uzbekistan, and we managed to get a 5-day transit visa through Turkmenistan, which is really quite difficult.
Ashgabat was mind-blowing.
Amazing. We'll pop a few video notes up here for you to watch as well.
So click on the links, and if you want to see those adventures, those
Some
journeys.
of those adventures, yeah. We made it to Iran. We had a 30-day visa in Iran, and that's where we broke our journey, because we had to go back to Australia for a family wedding, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was winter as well, so we flew back to Australia, went to the family wedding, visited family in New Zealand, and then 3 months later made our way back to the region.
Yeah, so on, I think it was April, we got an incredibly cheap flight with Scoot from Sydney to Athens, something like, was it 300 euros? We made
really
a video
cheap.
about that as
We'll
well.
show you the video.
We'll get the link up.
Yeah.
But
And then popped down to Santorini because you really wanted to see that.
it was like a life goal.
And then we flew from Santorini to Tbilisi in Georgia.
Yeah, in April 2019.
And that was the last flight we took over 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years in 15 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
So then we spent about 5 or 6 months traveling around Georgia, Armenia and Azerbaijan in the Caucasus region, which is beautiful, just to kind of finish off linking up with the previous journey to Iran.
Yeah.
And then from there we went down through Turkey into Iraqi Kyrgyzstan. That was mind-blowing as well.
The kindest people we've ever met, I think, ever. Were in Iraqi
incredible,
Kyrgyzstan.
really amazing experiences there. We'll pop 1 or 2 of those videos up too. We'll put the descriptions in the link below. And then we went through into Bulgaria and travelled a bit in Eastern Europe, Romania and Moldova.
Yeah, it's where I got my lovely new front teeth. Romania, like the best dental care ever.
For budget dental care, we recommend Romania.
Yeah, and I'll put a link up to that video as well. Yeah.
We popped back to the UK by bus, so this was all overland.
Oh, because we discovered the Interflix Pass. FlixPass aren't doing it at the moment. Hopefully they're going to resume it again.
Yeah.
But 5 journeys for 99 euros. The very first one we took was from Bucharest all the way to London on 1 bus.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Epic.
We'll put in the playlist for that one.
So the Interflix Pass lasts 3 months, and so after spending that time in the UK, we had like a month and a half left to use the other 4 journeys.
Yeah.
So so we went from the UK all the way across to Budapest.
Yep.
And then, so it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like foodie delight.
Up to Slovakia.
Yeah, we went to
Bratislava, and then into Poland, Krakow, and then on
all the way from Krakow to Kiev.
All the way to Kiev.
Yeah.
So spent a bit of time in Ukraine, went to the Chernobyl.
Yes, disaster zone.
That was incredible. Yeah, Lviv, a beautiful city. Yeah. Back to Poland, and then March 2020, everybody knows what happens then. Yeah. Coronavirus started. We locked down in Krakow for almost 4 months, a bit over 4 months, which was a great place to be actually. A beautiful city. Polish people were very good. It worked quite well, didn't it?
Definitely, the supermarkets were always full. Yeah. We actually, that's when we sort of got really into vlogging as opposed to blogging, and I think I started vlogging like every week. You know, week 1 in Krakow lockdown, week 2, week 3.
We told our story of our experience in Poland, And then when it all kind of blew over a little bit in the summer, we travelled again up into the Baltic region, Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia. 3 more incredible countries.
Yes.
And after that, took a bus all the way back to London to visit family in the UK again at the end of 2020.
September 2020 was.
And then we left there for Portugal by bus, overland, London to Porto, a 35-hour journey or something like that. October the 31st, 2020, and
that was just as the borders were closing. France was closing the borders to the UK on the 1st of November, so we were like, we have to get out now, otherwise it'll be another UK winter. But
and we've been in Portugal ever since. We come here for a couple of months, and now we've been here for a year and 3 months or something
and
like that.
Oh, it's been wonderful.
It's
we
been
love
wonderful.
Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal has been a fantastic place to be. So a lot of people that have joined us probably have only seen us in Portugal, show in Portugal, and we've managed to travel around, see a lot of the country.
Yep.
We've really enjoyed it.
Thanks to house sitting and now to WORKAWay as well.
Yeah,
They're two brilliant ways to see the country without having to pay for accommodation.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, and we're going to be here for a few more months. We're really hoping that by summer 2021 things will
2022, Luke.
2020. Oh, I'm losing track of years now.
I think most people are.
Yeah, we're hoping things can open up and we can travel on again. We do intend to see a little bit more of Europe. We'd like to go back down under to visit family again.
Yes, because we were supposed to go in 2020, Christmas,
but it didn't happen.
No, fingers crossed we can get back to Oz and NZ.
And we do want to go to South America, Central America, the Caribbean.
Yeah,
we've got a lot more to see, and we intend to do that. So stick around with us, please.
Yes.
And we'll show you all the places that we go to,
and give you frugal travel tips as well, of course.
Yeah. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. We'd like that very much.
Yeah, and always. Remember, we're always so appreciative if you like our videos and if you comment as well. It really helps the channel grow. Apparently YouTube, I don't know, will then promote us to more people. So that's really cool. Yeah,
that's our story. We hope you enjoyed it. Please ask us some questions if you have any. We'd be happy to answer them. And we'll say goodbye from the end of the European continent. CABO DA ROCA.
Bye.
Bye.